The Old Guitarist by Pablo Picasso. Pablo Picasso was born in 1881, and from an early age, Picasso was encouraged to create art. He was born into a middle-class family and was raised with a father that was an artist. Picasso focused so much on his artwork that his schoolwork eventually began to suffer. His family moved to Barcelona, where he was accepted into the School of Fine Arts. He later went to Paris, where in 1901 he began creating art with his name on it. From here he continued to make artwork and became an influential artist throughout the 20th century by pioneering and revolutionizing different styles of art. Picasso created thousands of pieces that we still find significant today. He was best known for the paintings that he did, but he also created art in other mediums as well. A couple mediums he took part in were sculptures, the writing of poems, and ceramics. He was more fond of painting though, so he stuck with that. Picasso isn't known for one distinct style, but rather several. In his early career, his art pieces were a part of the Blue Period or Rose Period. They showed scenes of poverty and illness. Picasso later took to a different approach, one we know rather well today, Cubism. Cubism took an everyday object and gave it a rather abstract look to it. A classic example of Picasso's Cubism style is the mural Guernica. Other than these styles, Picasso also showed elements of Surrealism, Impressionism, and Expressionism in his work. The Old Guitarist is a painting that Picasso created in Madrid in early 1904. It was created by putting oil on a panel and was created during Picasso's Blue Period. You can tell this by the use of a monochromatic palette, the flat tone of the painting itself, and the sorrowful image it expresses. This piece is so sorrowful because it's influenced by a good friend's suicide. The main theme throughout this painting is sorrow, so it shouldn't come as a surprise that the main color used is blue. The only other color that's used is brown, and that's used in the guitar. Your eyes are naturally drawn to the guitar and the old man, meaning that the old man is the focal point of the painting. Also, the oils are used in such a way that the painting doesn't appear 3D, but rather 2D and flat. The guitar and tattered clothes help us understand that the man may be a beggar or may be living on the side of the streets. By portraying this beggar the way he does, Picasso shows us his feelings of hopelessness and sadness. Like I said before, this painting was created during Picasso's Blue Period. Shortly before what we consider the Blue Period, Picasso's friend commits suicide. Picasso became extremely depressed and so distraught that the only way he could cope with this loss was through creating art. During this time, we see Picasso's art take a dark turn. He starts to portray the world as he sees it. This results in his paintings beginning to show poverty, illness, and loss. This piece is well made. It stands the test of time and shows a problem that's relevant in our society today. Everything in this piece works together to provoke sadness in the viewer. If one thing hadn't have been used, such as the colors, it wouldn't have the same effect. Like I said before, this piece is still relevant today. It's still relevant today because it shows that some things haven't changed since the early 20th century. There are people that are still begging on the street and facing hardships such as this man. This piece gives this man a voice that without it, he might not have. It shows that there is a need for change in our society. Without it, things will never change. But to truly understand this, we have to participate with the piece. If we don't participate with it, we'll never feel the true sorrow that's hidden behind the surface of this painting.